All right, guys, what's going on? In today's story time, I want to talk to you about the importance of self-talk and self-perception and how it relates to the results you get, whether it's in running, whether it's in work, or whether it's in life, or anything that you're looking to progress in. So the story that I'll be talking about today is how me and my doubles partner in college, we got our preseason regional ranking that put us in the top 15 in our region, and there's only 4 regions at the Division III level, so we were basically in the top 60 in the country. So the way seeding works in a tournament is, so let's say there's, for example, there's 64 singles players or 64 doubles teams. There's normally a top 16 seeds, and that's based off of either the prior season's rankings or what their projections are based off of the schools that they play for that may be regionally or nationally ranked. And so me and my doubles partner, we were number 2 on our team, and even though our overall team was regionally ranked, because we were the number 2 team, we didn't have a seeding. And so before each match, and we made it all the way from the round of 64 up to the quarterfinals of the tournament, our coach told us before every single match, your seeding is what other people think about you. Your results are what you think about yourself. And that has always stuck with me because it applies to so many other areas outside of tennis. I mean, even outside of running, right? It's, for example, like your job title might be what others think of you, but the work you put in and what you get out of it, the results, those are what you think about yourself versus because of your ideas, the belief to put yourself out there, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that's always been a very valuable thought to have whenever it's come to any moments of doubt in my life. Because, I mean, there's definitely been moments where, you know, I didn't have the most confidence or belief in myself, and it was because of a lot of these outside factors, right? So whether it was recently graduating and trying to find a job, or even I had to take a step back and pay for one of my jobs, you know, it was quite a few years of insecurity. And you know, over time, I put in the work though. You know, I used to wake up at 4 a.m. I'd study for hours before work even started to get myself to a better place to where I am today. And same thing with running, right? So when I got back into running about 2 years ago, I had a lot of negative self-belief just because I had allowed myself to blow up from 175 to 240 pounds. And there was a lot of that negative self-talk early on that I'm just fat, I'm just heavy, I'm out of shape, and I don't know if and then I used to look back at old photos and be like, am I ever gonna get back to being in that level of shape? Am I ever gonna get back to that level of fitness where I could run marathons? And over time, and then I remembered when my coach Daryl had told us, and it really helped change my perspective because then it put me in a better place of, I can do this. I need to believe in myself so I can get the results that I'm looking for. A lot of the times we're hoping that results will help us define ourselves, but how we define ourselves will actually produce the results we're looking for the majority of the time. And some people, they're good at motivating themselves on that spike, on that edge, but I have found over the years of sports and athletics, it doesn't serve you long term to have those negative thought patterns. And that's why I've always believed in the conversations that you have with yourselves are very big indicators for the results that you will get. So, you know, a lot of people, they have what I would refer to as psychological inertia. Because things used to be a certain way, that's the way things will always be. But that's not the case. We need to be able to take a step back from ourselves and remind ourselves that we need to have that belief, have that positive self-talk, because that will give us the results we're looking for. And it's not necessarily going to be easy. And that's a whole other topic we can definitely talk about in another video. But it's really just being able to accept that we can get those results. It's not going to be easy. There is going to be some discomfort. There are going to be moments of doubt, but you don't want to let those moments of doubt define you, just as much as you don't want any successful moment to define you as well. It's like that saying goes, if you can meet success and failure and treat those two imposters the same. That's an important belief that I have, and I believe a lot of other people should have as well. It's because the goal is always to be progressing, right? There's no finite end goal in mind. I mean, there's certainly achievements that we get along the way. So for example, for me, being able to go from 240 pounds all the way down to where I'm at now, which is between 195 and 200 pounds. I mean, that's a 40-pound weight drop. I mean, that's a big achievement, and it really gives me a lot of confidence moving forward. I mean, even today, I was burnt on my workout today. I had 1.5 mile repeats for 4 reps, and then I also had 200-meter repeats for 4 reps. And I did miss my 1.5 mile repeat pace by about 15 seconds. And I could have allowed those failures to creep in and define the rest of my workout, but I told myself I need to lock in. I know I still have gas in the tank, and it doesn't matter what the conditions are like. It matters what I put into it. And so I was actually able to PR my last rep of 200 meters. I believe it was about a 4:45 for those 200 meters. And that's a big PR, right? And again, that's where I believe in myself. It gives me the mental fortitude to get the result that I'm looking for. So whether it's in training, whether it's in work, whether it's in your personal life and how you show up for your friends and family, always be mindful of that self-perception you have of yourself, because that's what's really going to define the result and how you show up and either achieve or not achieve the goals and results that you're looking for. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk again soon. Have a good one.